Welcome, everyone. Today, we are going to talk about something that almost every English learner dreams about: how to learn English fast. Not fake fast, not 7-day fluency, not shortcuts. Real fast. The kind of fast that comes from doing the right things in the right way, every single day. Many learners study English for years but still feel stuck. They know grammar rules, they know vocabulary, they understand simple sentences. But when it's time to speak, they freeze. Why? Because they are studying English the wrong way. In this video, I am going to give you a clear, practical, powerful system that can change the speed of your progress. This is not theory. This is not motivation only. This is a real method that works when you apply it seriously. If you follow these steps consistently, your English will not stay the same. You will think faster. You will speak more confidently. You will understand more naturally. And you will stop feeling lost. If you're serious about improving your English step by step, make sure you subscribe. On this channel, you'll get clear systems, practical strategies, and real guidance to help you speak confidently and improve faster. Subscribe now, and let's grow together. Step 1. Stop studying English. Start using English. This is where everything changes. Most learners treat English like a school subject. They open books. They memorize grammar rules. They write definitions. They underline words. They watch videos passively. But language is not history. Language is not science. Language is not mathematics. Language is a skill. And skills are not learned by reading about them. You don't learn swimming by reading a book about swimming. You don't learn driving by memorizing traffic rules. You don't learn cooking by only watching cooking videos. You learn by doing. English is the same. If you want to learn English fast, you must start using English immediately. Not after 6 months. Not after finishing a grammar book. Not after improving vocabulary. From today. Using English means speaking even when your sentences are broken. Writing even when your grammar is not perfect. Thinking in simple English even if it feels uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable at first. Yes. When you start speaking early, you will make mistakes. You will pause. You will forget words. You will feel slow. But that discomfort is not failure. That discomfort is training. When you only study grammar, your brain stores information in a knowledge area. When you speak, your brain builds automatic patterns. Fluency does not come from knowledge. Fluency comes from automatic patterns. And automatic patterns are built only through usage. For example, you can know that the correct form is he goes. But if you never say it out loud in real sentences, your brain will still try to say he go. Why? Because your mouth has not practiced it. Your brain has not repeated it enough. So if you want speed, you need repetition through use. Here is what using English looks like practically. Every day, speak for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Talk about your day. For example, today I woke up at 7 a.m. I felt tired because I slept late. I had breakfast, I checked my phone, then I started working. This may look simple, but this is real training. Because when you describe your life, you are building natural English patterns. You are connecting grammar with real meaning. You are training your brain to think and produce at the same time. There are 3 powerful ways to start using English immediately. First, microspeaking. Choose a small topic and speak for 1 minute without stopping. It can be my favorite food, my biggest goal, my daily routine, my biggest challenge. Do not stop to correct yourself. Keep going. Speed is more important than perfection at this stage. Second, micro-writing. Write 5 to 10 sentences about your day. Then check and correct them. Writing helps you slow down and understand your mistakes. Speaking helps you build speed. Together they create balance. Third, real-life simulation. Pretend you are in a real situation. Imagine, you are ordering food. You are introducing yourself. You are attending a job interview. Speak those sentences out loud. This builds confidence before real situations happen. Now listen carefully. Many learners delay speaking because they think, I am not ready. But readiness does not come before action. Readiness comes after action. The more you use English, the more comfortable you become. The more comfortable you become, the faster you improve. If you only study silently, improvement is slow. If you use English daily, improvement accelerates. Step 2. Focus on high-frequency English, not difficult words. If you want to learn English fast, you must stop wasting time on the wrong words. Most learners do this. They open a vocabulary book. They learn big words. They feel smart for one day. Then they forget the words, and even worse, they still cannot speak in real life. Because real English is not built with rare words. Real English is built with common words and common patterns that repeat every day. Think about it like this. A child becomes fluent not because they learn difficult words. A child becomes fluent because they repeat simple language again and again in real life. The fastest learners copy this method. They focus on high-frequency English. High-frequency English means the words, phrases, and sentence patterns that appear in most conversations. For example, in real life, you will use these daily. I think. I feel. I want. I need. I don't know. I'm not sure. It depends. Can you explain? What do you mean? That makes sense. I agree. I don't agree. Let me think. Give me a second. I'm working on it. I'm trying. If you master these phrases and patterns, you can talk about almost anything. But if you only learn rare words like magnificent, astonishing, extraordinary, phenomenal, you will still freeze when someone asks you, how was your day? What do you do? Where are you from? What do you want? So the first secret of fast learning is simple. Master the common language first. Now let me show you exactly how to do that in a powerful way. 1. Build your daily English core. 1. Build your daily English core. Create a list called My Daily English Core. This list is your foundation. It includes the most common phrases you need to speak fast. Start with 30 phrases only. Not 300, only 30. Examples. I want to. I need to. I have to. I'm going to. I'm trying to. I don't understand. Can you repeat that? What do you mean? I think that, in my opinion, I feel like, I'm not sure. It depends. That's a good idea. That makes sense. Do not just read the list. Use each phrase in your own sentence, like, I want to improve my English fast. I need to practice speaking every day. I have to stop translating in my head. I'm trying to speak without fear. This is how phrases become speaking ability. Learn sentence patterns, not isolated words. Words alone do not create fluency. Patterns create fluency. For example, learn this pattern. I want to. Because. Now you can create unlimited sentences. I want to learn English because I want more opportunities. I want to speak confidently because I don't want to stay silent. I want to improve my listening because I get confused in conversations. One pattern gives you 50 sentences. That is speed. Another pattern? I used to. But now I used to be afraid, but now I practice daily. I used to stay silent, but now I speak out loud. These patterns make you sound fluent because you can express thoughts smoothly. 3. Choose usefulness over difficulty. A fast learner asks one question every day. Will I use this in real life? If the answer is no, skip it. If you will use it daily, learn it deeply. So instead of learning 20 words, learn 5 useful phrases and practice them hard. Because fast learning is not about quantity, it is about impact. When you learn what you actually use, you remember faster and speak faster. 4. How this step makes you learn faster. High-frequency English gives you 3 big advantages. First, you stop feeling lost. Because when you know common phrases, you can start speaking immediately. Second, you sound natural. Because real speakers use these phrases every day. Third, your confidence grows. Because you can respond quickly in conversations. Step 3. Build a daily speaking habit, even alone. Many learners avoid speaking because they feel embarrassed. They think they need a partner. They think they need a teacher. They think they need perfect grammar first. But speaking is not the reward you get after learning. Speaking is the training that creates learning. If you want fast English, you must speak daily even if you are alone. 1. The 10-minute daily speaking rule. You need one rule that you follow no matter what. Speak English out loud for 10 minutes every day. Not in your head. Out loud. Even if you are tired. Even if you are busy. Even if you feel slow. If you do this daily, you will improve faster than you can imagine. Because your mouth is training daily. 2. What to speak about when you are alone. Most learners say, I don't know what to speak about. That is why they stop. So you need a speaking menu. Here are the best speaking topics because they are unlimited. Your daily routine, your future goals, your problems and solutions, your opinions on simple topics, your past experiences, your plans for tomorrow. Example speaking practice. Today, I woke up at 7. I felt sleepy. I washed my face. I had breakfast. Then I started work. I felt stressed. But I am trying to improve myself. At night, I will practice English again. This looks basic. But this basic speaking creates fluency because it trains continuous flow. 3. The no silence method. Set a timer for 60 seconds. Speak for 60 seconds without stopping. Even if your sentences are simple. Even if you repeat some words. Even if you pause for a second. The goal is to reduce silence. Because fluency is not about perfect sentences. Fluency is about continuing. After 1 week, increase to 90 seconds, then 2 minutes, then 3 minutes. This builds speaking stamina. Most learners never build stamina, so they always freeze in real life. 4. Use repetition to speak faster. If you want to speak faster, do not change topics daily. Repeat the same topic for 3 days. Day 1. Speak slowly. Day 2. Speak with better sentences. Day 3. Speak faster and smoother. This repetition builds automatic speaking. Automatic speaking is what people call fluency. 5. Why this step changes everything. Daily speaking changes you because your mouth gets stronger, your brain gets quicker, your fear becomes smaller, your confidence becomes natural. And once speaking becomes normal, learning becomes fast, because now you are not just learning English, you are living it. Step 4. Use ChatGPT as your personal English coach. If you want to learn English fast, you must stop learning in the dark. Most learners are practicing every day, but they don't know one important thing. Am I doing it right? They speak, but nobody corrects them. They write, but nobody improves it. They learn words, but nobody tells them what is useful. They watch videos, but nobody explains what they didn't understand. So they repeat the same mistakes for months, sometimes for years. That is why progress becomes slow. Fast learning needs two things: practice and correction. Practice alone is not enough. Correction alone is not enough. You need both. This is exactly where ChatGPT becomes powerful. Because when you use ChatGPT correctly, it becomes a teacher, a speaking partner, a grammar coach, a vocabulary builder, and a confidence trainer. But you must use it with a system, not randomly. 1. Set ChatGPT as your training partner, not a one-time helper. Most learners ask random questions like, "What is the meaning of this word?" Explain present perfect tense. Then they close the chat. This is not coaching. Coaching means continuity. So start with a base message that sets the rules. Hi ChatGPT, I am learning English fast. My level is beginner. Speak to me in simple English only. Correct every mistake I make. Explain my mistakes simply. Ask me questions one by one so I can practice speaking daily. Do not make it difficult. This message changes your whole experience because now ChatGPT knows your level and your goal. 2. Daily speaking practice with correction. You tell it. Give me a simple question. I will answer in English. After my answer, correct me and give me a more natural version. Then ask the next question. This builds speed because you answer quickly. You get feedback instantly. You learn natural English. You build conversation flow. And because ChatGPT is always available, you can practice every day without waiting for anyone. 3. Use ChatGPT to upgrade your English, not just correct it. Correction fixes mistakes. Upgrading makes you sound fluent. So use this prompt. Here's my sentence. Make it more natural like a native speaker. Give me 3 different natural options. Tell me which one is best for casual conversation. This is how you stop sounding like a textbook. You learn real-life English. 4. Use ChatGPT to build high-frequency speaking phrases. Remember step 2. High-frequency English. ChatGPT can create those phrases for you. Use this daily prompt. Give me 5 very common daily conversation phrases. Explain meaning in simple English. Give me 2 examples for each. Then ask me to make my own sentences and correct me. This is not passive learning. This is active training. 5. Use ChatGPT for role-play practice. This makes your English practical, not theoretical. Use this prompt. Let's role-play a real situation. You are the waiter and I am the customer. Speak like real life. Correct my mistakes and teach me the best sentences. Or job interview, or travel, or doctor, or phone call. Role-play helps you learn fast because you learn ready sentences. You practice under pressure. You learn what to say in real life. You stop guessing. You get correction daily. You get natural sentences daily. You get real conversation practice daily. That removes confusion, and removes confusion means faster learning. Step 5. Train your ears. Every day, listening is the accelerator. Now let's talk about the hidden reason people learn slowly. Their ears are weak. They want to speak English, but they cannot understand fast English. So in real conversations, they panic, they miss words, and they lose confidence. Here is the truth. You cannot speak fast if you cannot understand fast. Your ears must become strong. Listening is not optional. Listening is the accelerator of fluency. When your ears improve, your vocabulary increases naturally. Your speaking becomes smoother. Your pronunciation improves automatically. Your sentence structure becomes natural. Now I will show you exactly how to train listening daily in a smart way. 1. Stop doing long listening with zero understanding. Many learners listen to movies for 1 hour and understand 10%. That feels like learning, but it is not. It is noise. Instead, do small listening with deep understanding. That is how you learn fast. 2. The 1-minute deep listening method. Choose one audio clip of 1 minute. It can be a short YouTube clip, a simple podcast clip, a dialogue. Now do this. First, listen. Just listen. Second, listen. Try to catch key words. Third, listen. Write down what you heard. Then check captions or transcript. Now repeat the same 1 minute again. This method trains your brain to decode English. Your ears become sharper. After 2 weeks, you will understand more. 3. Use repetition to train natural speed. Fast English is not fast because it's fast. It's fast because your brain is not used to it. So repetition trains speed. Listen to the same clip for 3 days. Day 1. Understand basic meaning. Day 2. Understand more words. Day 3. Understand rhythm and flow. This builds automatic listening. Automatic listening creates automatic speaking. 4. Learn connected speech patterns. Real English is not spoken word by word. Words connect, like going to becomes gonna, want to becomes wanna, did you becomes didja, give me becomes gimme. When you train your ears, you start hearing these patterns. And when you hear them, you can speak more naturally too. 5. How to use ChatGPT with listening practice. After listening, you can ask ChatGPT, "Here are the lines I heard. Correct them if I wrote something wrong. Explain the meaning in simple English. Give me 5 similar sentences. Then help me speak them naturally." Now listening becomes a full learning session. When you understand English faster, you respond faster. When you respond faster, you speak more confidently. And confidence creates speed. Step 6. Think in English. Stop translating. If you want to learn English fast, you must understand this clearly. Translation is the biggest reason you speak slowly. Most learners do this inside their head. First, they think in their native language. Then they translate to English. Then they try to speak. This process is slow. That is why you pause. That is why you forget words. That is why you feel pressure in real conversations. Fluency means you think and speak in the same language. So step 6 is not about grammar. It is about changing your brain's habit. You must train your brain to think in English little by little every day. 1. Start with micro thoughts. Small thoughts, not big sentences. Many learners try to think in English with big ideas, and they fail. So, start small. Micro thoughts are simple sentences you say in your head or out loud during normal life. For example, I am hungry. I need water. I am late. This is easy. This is difficult. I feel tired. I want to rest. This looks too simple. But this is how your brain switches. Because the goal is not difficulty. The goal is automatic thinking. Do this daily, all day. Every time you move, think in English. I am opening the door. I am washing my hands. I am sitting down. I am checking my phone. This trains English as a natural inner language. 2. Use the English labels method. Your brain translates because it sees objects in your native language first. So change how your brain names things. When you see an object, immediately say the English word, chair, bottle, mirror, fan, window, phone, keys. Then add one simple sentence. This is my chair. I need my keys. The window is open. This trains direct English association, not translation. 3. Use the simple reaction method. This is powerful. Throughout the day, you feel emotions: tired, happy, angry, stressed, excited, nervous. Most learners feel it in their native language first. Instead, train English reactions. I feel stressed. I feel nervous. I feel excited. I feel calm. This builds emotional English. When your emotions connect to English, speaking becomes faster and more real. 4. Think in English using questions. Your brain loves questions. So ask yourself simple questions in English during your day. What am I doing now? What do I need to do next? Why am I feeling like this? What is the best decision? Then answer in simple English. This method trains inner conversation. Inner conversation is the real beginning of fluency. 5. Use ChatGPT to support thinking practice. At night, you can ask ChatGPT, "Here are my thoughts today in English." Correct them and make them more natural. Give me 5 more natural thoughts I can use daily. Now your daily thinking improves faster. Why this step makes you learn fast, because once you stop translating, you stop pausing. Your response speed increases. Your confidence increases. And you start speaking like English is normal, not a performance. That is real speed. Step 7. Speak out loud. Train your mouth like a skill. Many learners know English in their mind, but they cannot speak it smoothly. Why? Because speaking is not only mental, speaking is physical. Your mouth is a muscle system. Your tongue, lips, jaw, breathing, rhythm. If you never train your mouth, your English will stay inside your head. So if you want fast fluency, you must speak out loud daily. Not just reading silently, not just listening. Out loud practice is mandatory. Now I will show you exactly how to train your mouth in a powerful way. 1. Start with loud reading daily. Choose any simple text. Read it out loud for 5 to 10 minutes daily. Read slowly and clearly. This trains pronunciation, rhythm, sentence flow, confidence. Reading out loud is like pushing weights for your mouth. It builds strength. 2. Do repetition speaking. Repeat the same sentences. Choose 5 high-frequency sentences and repeat them daily, like, "I'm not sure. Let me think. I want to improve my English every day. Can you repeat that slowly, please? I didn't understand. Can you explain it again? I'm trying my best." Repeat each sentence 10 times. Not in one breath, but calmly. Your mouth will start producing these sentences automatically. Automatic production is fluency. 3. Use mirror speaking. Stand in front of a mirror and speak for 2 minutes daily. Talk about your day, your plans, your problems, your goals. Mirror speaking builds confidence because it simulates speaking to a person. It trains your face, your expression, your eye contact. This makes your English sound stronger. 4. Record and correct your speaking. Once a week, record yourself speaking for 2 minutes. Listen again. You will notice pronunciation issues. Then you can fix them. This creates fast improvement because you catch problems early. 5. Add speed training. Set a timer for 60 seconds. Speak without stopping. This trains flow. Do not worry about mistakes. The goal is continuous speaking. Then increase to 90 seconds. Then 2 minutes. This is how you train real speaking stamina. Because many learners waste years learning English but never train their mouth. When you speak out loud daily, you activate everything: mind, mouth, memory, confidence. And because it becomes physical habit, progress becomes step 8. Use filler words so you don't freeze and you sound natural. If you want to learn English fast, you must stop doing one thing that slows you down in every conversation: silence. Many learners know some English, But when they speak, they stop in the middle of a sentence. Not because they have no idea, because their brain needs time to think. And when they need time, they become silent. That silence creates fear. Then the fear creates more silence. And slowly, they start believing, I can't speak. But fluent speakers are not fluent because they never think. They are fluent because they know how to keep the flow alive while thinking. They use filler words. Filler words are small words and phrases that give your brain time without stopping the conversation. This is one of the fastest confidence boosters you can learn. Because once you remove freezing, your speaking speed improves immediately. Now I will explain filler words in a very clear, practical way. 1. What filler words really do. Filler words have two main jobs. First, they give you time to think. Second, they make you sound more natural. In real English, people rarely speak like robots. They pause, they think, they correct themselves, they change direction. And filler words make that process smooth. 2. The most useful filler words for beginners. You don't need many, you need a small set that you can use naturally. Here are the best ones. Well, actually, let me think. How can I say this? The thing is, in other words, basically, to be honest. Now listen carefully. Do not memorize all of them at once. Start with only 3. Like, let me think. These 3 alone can change your speaking confidence. 3. How to use filler words correctly. This is important. Filler words are not used randomly. They have specific moments. Use well when you want to start your answer. Question: do you like your job? Answer: well, it's not perfect, but I'm learning a lot. Well makes your answer feel natural. Use let me think when you need time. Question: what are your future plans? Answer: let me think. I want to improve my skills and get a better job. Now you didn't freeze. You stayed in control. Use I mean when you want to correct yourself or clarify I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite. This is how real people speak. 4. The biggest benefit. You keep speaking even when you are not ready. Learners freeze because they feel pressure to be perfect. Filler words remove that pressure. They tell your brain, it's okay, I have time. And when you feel you have time, you speak better. 5. Training method to master filler words fast. Choose one filler phrase for the day. Like, let me think. Now do a short speaking session with yourself or ChatGPT. Ask yourself 10 simple questions and answer using that phrase. Example questions. What did you do today? What do you want to learn? What makes you happy? What is your biggest problem? Answer each one like, let me think. Today, let me think. I want to. In 1 week, you will automatically start using fillers without forcing. This makes you sound more fluent and confident. Step 9. Repeat the same things until they become automatic. Now this step is the secret that separates fast learners from slow learners. Slow learners search for new things every day. New videos, new books, new vocabulary, new grammar rules. They feel busy, but they don't become fluent. Fast learners do something different. They repeat the same useful things until the brain stops thinking. That is called automaticity. Automaticity is the real meaning of fluency. Fluency is not knowing a lot. Fluency is being able to speak without building every sentence from zero. And that only happens through repetition. Now, I will explain exactly how to repeat properly without getting bored. 1. Why repetition creates speed. When you repeat the same sentences, your brain creates a shortcut. The sentence becomes a ready path. So instead of thinking, how do I say this? Your mouth just says it. That is speed. That is fluency. 2. What you should repeat, not everything. Do not repeat random content. Repeat high-frequency content. Repeat common phrases, daily conversation patterns, 1-minute listening clips, short dialogues, speaking topics. Do not repeat advanced grammar lessons you don't use. Repeat what you will actually say in life. 3. The 3-day mastery method. Pick one real-life situation or one speaking topic. Example: introducing yourself. Now repeat it for 3 days. Day 1. Speak slowly and build sentences. Day 2. Improve sentences and add more natural phrases. Day 3. Speak faster, smoother, without stopping. After 3 days, you will notice your mouth moves faster. You pause less. Your confidence increases. Now choose the next topic. This is how you build fluent conversation skills, topic by topic. 4. Repeat listening clips the right way. Most learners listen to 100 different clips once. That is slow. Instead, choose one 60-second clip. Listen to it every day for 3 days. Day 1. Understand basic meaning. Day 2. Catch more words. Day 3. Catch rhythm, intonation, and speed. This trains your ears deeply. Deep listening creates fast speaking. 5. Repeat your own sentences. This is the fastest repetition. After you write or speak, collect your best corrected sentences. Then repeat them out loud daily. Because these sentences are personal, you will use them in real life. Like, I'm trying to improve my English every day. I used to be afraid, but now I practice daily. When you repeat your own useful sentences, fluency grows fast. 6. Why this step is unforgettable. Because repetition is boring, but repetition builds winners. Most people want results without repeating, but language is repetition. If you repeat correctly, your English becomes automatic. And once English becomes automatic, it becomes fast. Step 10. Focus on consistency, not intensity. If you want to learn English fast, you must stop thinking like this. I will study hard when I feel motivated. Motivation is not reliable. Some days you feel excited. Some days you feel tired. Some days life becomes busy. Some days you feel lazy. Some days you feel stressed. If your English depends on motivation, your progress will be slow. So fast learners follow a different rule. They don't study when they feel like it. They study because it is their system. That is consistency. And consistency beats intensity every time. Intensity is when you study 3 hours today and then stop for 7 days. Consistency is when you study 45 minutes daily for months. Which one creates fluency faster? The second one. Because English is built through repetition. Your brain changes when it meets English daily. Even small daily practice is powerful because it keeps your brain connected to the language. 1. Choose a daily minimum you can never fail. Most learners fail because they create big plans they cannot follow. They say, I will study 2 hours daily. Then one busy day comes, and the plan breaks. When the plan breaks, they feel guilty. Then they stop completely. So we avoid this. Create a daily minimum that is easy. For example, 10 minutes speaking, 10 minutes listening, 5 minutes reading aloud, 5 minutes writing. That is only 30 minutes. Even on the busiest day, you can do 30 minutes. And if you can do more on some days, great. But the minimum is non-negotiable. This is how consistency becomes real. 2. Make English automatic by attaching it to your daily life. Do not depend on willpower. Attach English to something you already do. For example, after brushing your teeth, speak for 5 minutes. After dinner, listen to English for 10 minutes. Before sleeping, write 5 lines of diary. Now English becomes part of your routine like eating or sleeping. This is powerful because you stop asking, "Should I study today?" You just do it. 3. Build an English streak. Your brain loves streaks because streaks create identity. When you practice for 7 days in a row, you start thinking, "I'm a person who practices daily." That identity becomes stronger at 30 days. And when identity becomes strong, you don't need motivation. You continue automatically. So create a simple calendar and mark every day you practice. Even one small practice counts, because the goal is continuity. 4. The bad day rule. This is what keeps you consistent forever. Some days will be bad. You will feel tired. You will feel low. You will not want to speak. You will feel like skipping. So you need a rule for bad days. On bad days, you do the minimum, not 0, even 10 minutes. Because 0 breaks the chain. Minimum keeps the chain alive. This is how serious learners become unstoppable. 5. Why consistency makes you learn faster. Because English becomes familiar. You stop feeling English is special. Your brain starts recognizing patterns quickly. Your mouth starts moving without fear. And after some months, you suddenly realize, I'm improving without forcing. That is the power of consistency. Step 11. Measure your progress every week. Now here is something most learners never do, and that is why they quit. They don't measure progress. They practice, but they don't see proof. And when you don't see proof, you feel like nothing is changing. That feeling destroys consistency. Measuring progress is not about pressure. It is about clarity. It shows you what is improving and what needs work. And when you measure weekly, you learn faster because you stop wasting time. Now I will give you a simple weekly measurement system that anyone can do. 1. Weekly speaking recording, the most powerful measurement. Once a week, record yourself speaking for 2 to 3 minutes. Use the same topic every week for 1 month so you can compare. Good topics. What I did this week. My goals. Why I'm learning English. My biggest challenge. Now record without preparing. Speak naturally at your current level. Do not try to sound perfect. This recording is proof of growth. After 4 weeks, listen to week 1 and week 4. You will notice. You pause less. You speak faster. Your sentences are longer. Your confidence is stronger. This proof makes you continue. And when you continue, you become fluent faster. 2. Weekly writing test. Once a week, write 10 lines about your week without help. Then check it with correction. Look for repeated mistakes. This shows your grammar growth. It also shows what you need to focus on. 3. Weekly listening check. Choose a 1-minute audio clip every week. Listen and write what you understood. Then check transcript. Write. How much did I understand? When you repeat this weekly, you can clearly see improvement. Your ears get stronger, and strong ears create fast speaking. 4. Weekly vocabulary usage check. Instead of measuring how many words you learned, measure how many you used. Ask yourself, this week, what phrases did I actually use while speaking? If you are not using the words, you are not learning them. So, measure usage. Usage is fluency. 5. Weekly confidence check. Confidence is part of progress. So once a week, answer these questions. Am I less afraid than before? Do I speak more easily? Do I recover faster from mistakes? Do I feel English is more normal now? This keeps you mentally strong. Because what gets measured gets improved. When you measure, you become aware. When you become aware, you fix weaknesses. When you fix weaknesses, you improve faster. And when you see proof, you don't stop. That is how fast learning becomes real. If you truly want to learn English fast, remember this. Mistakes are just proof that you are trying. Mistakes are just signs that you are growing. Mistakes are just steps on the path to fluency. Do not wait to be perfect. Speak, practice, repeat, improve. Stay consistent, trust the process, and one day you will realize the English that once felt impossible now feels natural. Keep going. Your fluency is closer than you think.